Hello! Welcome to the CommSpheres channel. Decided to start recording slightly too early, apparently. Welcome to Black Screen channel. There it goes. I figured out what was causing me to be missing a tiny bit of percentage, and it's because I hadn't actually talked to people on the bridge yet, which is a thing I should do. So, let's go ahead and talk to Payne. Hello. Alright, let's go ahead and talk to Buddy.
Looks like Nuge and Barreleye still haven't
And
come
then we'll
back.
probably talk to Payne. Whatever.
Gipple's vanished too. Spira's 3 leading big shots have all gone AWOL. If I was one of their followers, I'd be pretty worried and scared.
Tension between the two groups is getting volatile. It won't be long before things get very ugly.
And Vegnagun's on the loose. You can bet Shuyin's controlling that thing.
I wonder if Gipple and the others are trying to destroy it.
Who knows? You heard what Barreleye said. Vegnagun activates when it senses hostility. If they try to get near it, it's likely to become even more dangerous.
Oh, nothing makes sense anymore. I mean, just what the heck are we supposed to do?
Nuge spoke to me on the far plane. He told me to take care of things topside. As if it were the simplest thing to do, really. And everything was going so well. At least, that's what I thought. I changed my mind. I want to do something. Nuge asked me to help, and that's what I'll do.
Whack! Drag kick truck Yuna. Alrighty, let's smash that action figure. We'll risk our lives and protect Spira from Vegnagun.
No, I think there has to be something we can do besides fighting.
Like what?
With its leaders gone, Spira's falling apart. Maybe we can bring people back together.
Yeah, great idea there, Uni. So, like, what are we gonna do? Huh?
Sing campfire songs?
Oh, that is it! All of Spira will be the captive of Yuna singing and dancing.
Great idea!
I can handle the techie stuff.
Hang on! I know. I bet Toby would help.
Where's he now?
The Moonflow.
Gull wings?
Move out!
I began this journey hoping to find you. But I know now that may never happen. Still, I will keep walking these roads. I have to find where they connect. I have to see for myself.
Would you like to check the CommSpheres? The sphere waves keep pouring in.
Maybe? Where'd Payne go? Hi, Payne.
When you fought Sin, everyone came together and sang the Hymn of the Faith. Remember? I sang too. At the time, my friends were scattered and I was alone. But during the hymn, for just a little while, I felt connected again.
Alright, is that all I had to say? Yep. Fair enough. Alrighty. So, we've decided that we're now going to have a concert, and we've also decided that we're now going to, have a lovely scene of many times, and stuff is going to happen.
Want to check the CommSpheres?
Yay, CommSpheres. Alrighty. Apologies for the bit of a delay before we start here, but I want to go ahead and make sure that we have to do a lot of things here. So we have to watch the Besaid CommSphere a whole bunch of times, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's like 7 times? 6 times? A whole lot of times? I don't know. Either way, we're gonna have to watch it a lot of times. I believe this will count as technically the 2nd time. And it has to load every time, so it's gonna be a while. May actually talk. Well, I may talk over these. I may not. There's not really a whole lot for me to talk about though. Now I don't know how long we have to actually kind of chill on this camera. Oop. There we go. There's event number 2 technically, I guess. Are we done watching the children? Hello. Oop. She ran off, and I zoomed in on nothing.
You ready?
Oh, it's still going. Am I playing hide and seek here, or what? Oop. I wish this thing would rotate faster. I realize it's in beta, but come on. Work on your rotation ability. I mentioned this earlier and got interrupted, but I legitimately don't actually know how long we have to be on each of these scenes in order for it to register that we have seen them. But this very long and tedious chain of CommSpheres events, also there's a Chocobo feather on the ground. It's worth almost 5%, so try not to screw it up because it's got about 75 million steps and it's very important. One of them is, I think he's done, he's just looping. We'll see in a second. Oop. No, he's not looping.
Found ya!
Yeah, there you go. How about that, oop. How about that multiple use out of that voice actor that may or may not have done a children's show? I guess they're done. One of the CommSpheres things we're going to be doing is actually Mihin High Road, and theoretically we should be able to get Riku as the culprit, but I'm not entirely sure because I haven't been keeping track of at all of that. At the very least we can get the Chocobo Eater with no prerequisites, and that'll give us a clear. We just won't get Ragnarok, which I would like to get Ragnarok, but you know. So now I think we need to have Wakka come out of his tent here. Eventually. Unless this is counting as the second time and not the third time. In which case, I have no idea. This could be counting as the second time. It looks like nothing's happening. Oop, hello, dog lady. Hello, dog. What's you up to? You gonna get your dog lady, or are you just gonna leave it here? They should really have modeled its head in such a way that it like how it stays in frame all the way around, that it's not actually looking slightly sideways, because its head doesn't appear to be on straight. Its head is most certainly not on straight. Oh, he's moving. This freaking camera. What's he up to? Did he pick up a bottle from someone? I think he did. What you doing, dog? At least we get nice music during the 6 or 7 times that we have to actually watch this sphere. Is it just waiting for her? Yeah, it's just waiting for her. Fair enough. So apparently that was 2, because it didn't show Wakka, and Wakka is 3. So this will be view number 3 out of 6 or 7. Can you tell why I said this would be an exciting bit of the game here? And this is basically the entirety of Chapter 4. Hey, Wakka. What's up to? Yes, I am here. You're not gonna say anything to me? You're just gonna... No, you're deciding something.
Is it time?
Yeah! I mean, no, not yet. It's just that I can't sit still, you know?
Alright.
Wakka, you have to calm down.
Don't knock that lady over.
You're the 8th person to say that, yeah? Ah!
Alright, Wakka's gone insane. Is he just gonna do laps around the village now? Can you pick up that Chocobo feather for me? Can you upgrade this thing so it spins slightly faster? I think he's buggered off. Alright. Fair enough. So that was number 3. The next, useful event is number 6 as far as I'm aware, so off to number 4. Which I don't know what number 4 or 5 are, so I don't know how long to sit on the camera. Oop.
You playing Blitz this year?
With all the fiends showing up and groups fighting, things are really a mess, yeah? So we got to thinking, what can we do to make the world a better place?
Nothing brings people together like Blitz.
Right, good luck.
Indeed. That was fast. I wish they were all that fast. At least the load times for repeatedly entering and exiting areas is actually a bit faster. The game, I'm pretty sure, does cache crap, but how much it caches, I don't know, but it seems to do all right for repeated loading. At least it's not nearly as long as the first load. Hello? Oop. You appear to have fallen over. You guys would probably do better if your goalkeeper would actually train rather than just standing there watching one of you fall on your back constantly. But whatever. Also doesn't look like anything's going on here. Nah, it doesn't look like anything's going on. Alright, so that was 5, so 6 should be Becklem chasing people around, because his name's Becklem and he hates everybody. That's basically how that works, if we're gonna be honest here. And then we'll check it a 7th time just to be sure. Where's Becklem? Becklem, where you at, man? Oh, there he is. Hello.
Take my eyes off you for 1 minute and you're playing ball. Sorry!
Sorry. Did you just drop that ball? That's very rude. He picks it up and then just drops it. He doesn't even give it back to him or anything or take it. He just drops it there. That's a bit rude. Are you gonna come pick the ball up? Or are you just gonna stretch over here and awkwardly stare at him? That is a stare down if ever there was one. Look at this man right here. I'm not even sure your neck should be able to easily do that and maintain perfect eye contact without even blinking. Look at him go. Oh, now they're both doing it. Is everyone gonna line up over here like this? Because this is just silly looking. Or is it just gonna be those two? Wish I could see him, but he's just kind of chilling over there. It's just gonna be them. Fair enough. So that was 6, that was Becklem chastising them. Did I say chasing earlier? I meant chastising. We'll view it a 7th time just to be sure. Because I've got conflicting information on whether you need to view it 6 or 7 times, but I'm thinking 6 is the proper number. But whatever. There are scenes that you can view that are not necessary for 100%, so that might be where conflicting information comes from. Like this scene was different than the last scene, but it may not be necessary to view it in order to get 100%. I don't know. You gonna kick it? You just gonna... Are you gonna do this whole shebang again? Alright. Fair enough. And then he runs back that way. And then he picks the ball up and does the whole shebang where he falls on his back. Oop. Oh, you broke my camera.
Really suck.
You're very rude, man. Oh. Oh. I can't spin the camera. Are they gonna fix it? Or is he just gonna hide in there? Eh. Fair enough. Whatever. Alright, so next up, Kilika Temple. Not Kilika Port. We don't care about Kilika Port. Kilika Port is terrible. No one likes it. Don't worry about it. Alrighty. Looks exciting, isn't it? Thankfully, we only have to watch Kilika once, but whatever. So we need to speak with Bartello specifically in order to get him to show up. You either have to wait a very long time, or you do this. I have no idea why that triggers it, but whatever. They've designed it that way. So if you just zoom in on the entrance, he'll usually show up, or you can just wait a very long time. Hello? You gonna talk to me, or are you just gonna... Oh, you're gonna pray.
How are things at the temple?
The fiends have stopped coming. But without Baralai, everyone is uneasy. Forget about us, though. What about Kilika Port? Is the Youth League protecting the town?
The Youth League's a mess now, too, without their leader.
Oh, no. And here I am, boarded up in a temple. I can't take it! Donna!
Such wanton and vocal destruction.
Good job, Bartello. And yes, he just broke our CommSphere by yelling at it. Next up is we get to watch the Luca CommSphere a whole bunch of times and listen to Shalinda's crappy interviews a whole bunch of times. Guess I shouldn't insult her ability to do interviews, since I probably couldn't do interviews any better than she can, so... But they are pretty bad. Hi, Shalinda.
The conflict between New Yevon and the Youth League continues to rock Spira. What's your take on the situation? I think it's about time the people in charge stop fooling around and get their acts together. They need to tell the rest of us what they have planned for Spira's future.
What was that?
We're picking up stray sphere waves.
Anything you'd like to tell our viewers?
If the Youth League and New Yevon want to fight, that's their business. I just wish they'd do it somewhere else so the rest of us can live in peace.
Man, I'm glad we have to load the entirety of Luca to watch these 5-second long freaking CommSphere scenes. Woo!
Anything you'd like to say to Spira?
Well, I don't know much about no New Yevon or Youth League politicking. But I figure once blitzball season starts up, everything will be just fine.
Seriously. Could they not have made these like shorter and like tied them all together just so he didn't have to load every single time? Cause that's a little tedious. Even if it does have improved loading each time, and we're done, so. Hooray! Now before we do the next one, actually I may skip that one. Do I want to skip that one? Yeah, we will actually go ahead and skip Me and High Road for now and try and leave that one towards the end. The reason for that is I want to make a save. That may be its own video, but I at least want to make a save before that. In case it goes wrong, because you can't tell if you've done it right until you go there in Chapter 5, so leaving that closer towards the end helps out quite a bit on that front. So we'll go ahead and skip past it. Hopefully I will remember to come back to it. I think we only have to go to Jose Temple once, thankfully. I don't believe we have to actually go to all these. I think I've mentioned that before as well. Some of these are unnecessary CommSpheres, but you end up placing them anyway. Most of these are just one scene, thankfully. So hopefully it doesn't take too long, although they'll each all have full load time, so that's a bit disappointing. For this one, we have to wait for someone to approach the CommSphere at some point. Presumably one of these guys in the middle will eventually walk over here and be like, yo, what you doing? Oh, there he is. Hello. Drinks. Albed primer. Off he goes. Hooray. I believe that's all we had to do. Yeah. May or may not be other scenes there. I don't care enough to check. If you care enough to check, you can get the game. For actually fairly cheap, to be honest, considering you get 10 with it. Or you get the original PS2 version. Doesn't really matter. Next up we need to go to... I think we skip Moonflow, don't we? Yeah, Moonflow's for later in this chapter. We go to Guadosalam. Guadosalami. That's how you pronounce it, right? Salami? Should put that on the internet. Let that get viral. I don't think that's how making things viral works, just putting it on the internet. Who knows? I obviously don't. Whenever it feels like loading, this is going to be a recurring problem. Oh. And now we wait. I don't think zooming on the door does the trick this time, sadly. Eventually, Ormi should show up. Oh, there he is. Hello.
Where's LeBlanc?
Boss ain't here. Yup, she just up and left. Went out looking for clues to what happened to Nuge. Logos is out looking for her now. You guys don't know anything, do ya?
Well, I'm sorry, but we haven't heard a thing.
Well, if you find anything, you let me know.
And for whatever reason, we can't hear that despite him being just very slightly farther away. But whatever. We're done! Hooray. Not done that whole CommSphere thing. Just checking something there. My voice sounded weird for a second. Because now we get to go to the Thunder Plains, and once again, just watch one thing. Although we get something, if I recall, relatively interesting here, as opposed to the rest of them. At least I think it's relatively interesting. It might not be, who knows? We'll see in a second, though. First, though, we have to watch this scene. I'm being squeaked at. Make it stop squeaking at me. That's a Chocobo. Hello, Chocobo. Does it zoom in on it to get a trigger? There we go.
Chocobo!
That is indeed a
Want to
Chocobo.
catch it?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, with my latest invention, the Choco Porter.
Hooray! We now have a Chocobo. And I'm going to do that twice. I think twice is all you can do it. We'll try a third time just to be sure, but I believe you can only do it twice. It doesn't actually do much good, technically, but, you know, Free chocobos. Go ahead and exit and then go back in and it should trigger again, I think. Presumably not the same chocobo, but it should trigger again where we can catch one with a chocobo porter. Choco porter. I don't think it's on the right. No, it's not there. Oh, there it is. Hello. It's such a weird animation for catching the chocobo. Hooray!
What happened?
The Choco Porter's on the fritz?
Yep, there's the signal to where we can't use it anymore. And we should now have 2 extra chocobos on our airship for no apparent reason, but hey, everyone likes chocobos. Now I get to go to both Macalania CommSpheres here. The biggest part that I hate about this CommSphere thing is actually towards the end on Mount Gagazet. We have to view one of the hot spheres there 15 times. And yes, it loads every single time. It's really, I'm not entirely sure who thought that was a good idea, but yes, we have to watch the CommSphere 15 times. And you thought it was bad when I had to check one 6 times. Now I have to do it 15. All the other ones are relatively short. 1 or so, generally. Scenes.
We were all sleeping quite happily when we had a peculiar dream.
The frame rate in this area is awful.
The faith did speak. Spira shakes, churns and spins. A fearsome power lies within. Now it's gone and sucked us in. This horrid dream, what could it mean?
The faith that protected Spira are not immune to the forces of destruction. These woods, too, will perish, and we along with them.
Alright. Now that we've had a chat with Negative Nancy there. Always so negative about his death. Yeah, now the frame rate's a bit smoother. I think it must have had something to do with their models or something. Probably couldn't tell in the video, because it's going to be going at a lower frame rate anyway, I think. But, no, it's still a bit janky. Yeah, maybe you can tell about right there, but when you're moving the camera, you can definitely tell when the frame rate's a bit low. So we have to back all the way out, I think, to select the other CommSphere. Now we go to the travel agency. We'll get to talk to a Wakka, and we will, or I will visit a Wakka just, you know, for giggles, but that'll be on my own time. Actually, well, I may not even visit a Wakka. I really don't need to. The only reason to visit a Wakka right now would be buy a bunch of items for cheap, sell them, make a bunch of money to get more money, but I don't care, quite frankly. I don't need the money. Yeah, the frame rate's way better out here. Hello.
Hello, oh, Wakka at your service.
How's the shop doing?
Well, not so good, really. There's nothing but fiends around here. Hardly see any customers at all. But I decided to stand by me shop, and stand by me shop I will. Just you watch. I'll be bigger than Lynn. All the travel agencies in Spira will be operating under the name of Wakka.
I doubt that. There's a reason he sold this shop to you, you know. Bye. See you later. I'm not really sure how your magic door works, but it was nice meeting you, Mr. Wakka. Not meeting him, seeing him. We've already met him before. Quite a few times. Now we get to do... I think we just do Beacon Hill Desert. Is it Cactuar Nation? Or is it Excavation Camp? I think it's Excavation Camp. So we'll check that first, and then we'll check the other one if this doesn't trigger. It should give us a scene about some sort of threat to the desert, etc., etc., desert, doom, despair, etc. As exciting as the desert being destroyed would be, it would just be a bunch of particle physics. We do have to try and stop some threats. How's it going, guys? Hello? You're who I have to talk to, I believe. It's you. Hello. Are you gonna... Just gonna... You wanna come this way? Please? Thank you. Hello.
How are things over there?
Another perfect day for digging. Everyone's hard at work.
But one thing. Lately, there's been a pretty nasty fiend wandering in the desert.
Think you can help us out?
Any time you could spare a hand would be fine. Help you? You will? That's great!
Good luck then. Show that fiend who's boss.
I don't think we really agreed to help you.
Hero, summoner, doormat.
So rude, Shinra. Jeez. He does have a point, though. People step all over her. Alright, so Beaconel's done. Now we get to Now we get to watch the Comland Sphere a couple of times. I don't think we have to watch the travel agency at all. I do know we have to watch the ranch a couple of times, though. Let me check if we have to watch the... No, we don't have to watch travel agency. Alright. We have to watch, at the very least, 3. So, whenever something happens, I will assume we can move on. I love the music in here, by the way.
You're a good boy, aren't you? Good boy. Oh, yes, you are.
Okay. Is that the only Chocobo down here? I do have a Chocobo. I sent it off the beginning of last chapter, I think. Not the beginning. At some point in the last chapter, I sent it off to do scavenge hunt. I don't know how that's went because I haven't checked on it. I assume it either died or did it successfully, and I'm going to hope it did it successfully. But I haven't checked, and I may never do that. I quite frankly don't care about the Chocobo stuff, at least not right now. I may do it. I may not. It's very unlikely I will not. Hi, Clasko.
Been a while since we've seen Lady Yuna.
I'm right here.
Hello?
Lady Yuna?
We won't be able to visit you for a while. Are the Chocobos doing okay? Take care of them.
Of course. Hope to see you sometime soon.
How can everyone else tell I'm here, but he can't? You dingle-dongle. He needs to learn how technology works, quite clearly. Even though this is kind of a new thing, but whatever. It's not really a new thing, though. Well, I guess it's kind of new. Usually these spheres are like recorded stuff. Now it's like live. I think this is the scene we need. Yeah, there he is.
No more running away, you. What if Lady Yuna saw you doing that?
And this is why you need to catch a Chocobo before Chapter 3, by the way, because I believe if you don't, you can't see these scenes. I think that's why that requirement's there. I could be mistaken, but it would make sense to me. If you don't catch a Chocobo before the end of Chapter 3, you can't see him with a Chocobo in Chapter 4, so... So that was the scene we needed, I'm pretty sure. So we're done with the Comlands, and now we're gonna do a very quick Mountain Gate Mount Gagazet check. And then, yeah. Alrighty. And then I'll save, well... I actually don't know if we'll save after this one or not. It's been 34 minutes. And it's gonna be quite a while to, well... The big thing I'm concerned with is if it boots me out of the comm network, and I'm not sure if it does or not.
Hey, Kamari! I'm going to be in a concert. Bring the rest of the Ronso and come watch.
Kimari cannot.
What?
Elder Kimari have duty. Kimari cannot leave mountain.
That's too bad. I really wanted you to come listen.
Kimari, listen. Song join hearts. Yuna, sing from heart. Kimari hear Yuna's song. Kimari believe this.
You're right. You're right. I'll do my best, Kimari.
As his wife just kind of stands there and stares at him. That is a death stare if ever there was one. Look at this woman. She is plotting an assassination right here. I believe that's all we actually needed to see from that. So, theoretically, and just in case it does actually boot me out of the CommSphere network and start some events, we will go ahead and back out of the CommSphere and then make a save before we do the very tedious chain of 15 events at the hot springs. You kind of had to know it was the hot springs when you saw there was a CommSphere there. They won't just do 15 events anywhere else except for that one, so. Now you don't have, all 15 of the events don't actually matter for the percentage. Only, I think, 7 of them care. Let me see. 8 of them. Only 8 of them actually care. But in order to see 8 of them, I believe you have to actually watch it 15 times in order to trigger all of them, so. Brace yourselves. Is gonna be fun in the very weird definition of fun category.
Maybe grudge melt away here.
Here of all places.
That really hit the spot. Hubba, hubba! Owie, owie!
What's this?
What the? This it?
Buddy?
That felt good. So, where to, kids?
Why don't you...
Welcome to Wakka's.
Welcome to Wakka's. Welcome to Wakka's. Welcome to Wakka's. I think I'm onto something.
I think you're not.
groups. Ah!
How's life treating you, Isaru?
Same as always.
With you, it's always same as always, isn't it?
Hey, did you guys hear? Lady Yuna's a sphere hunter now.
The fact that I don't change is one of my better assets. Can't you accept that?
What's an asset? Do I have an asset too? Asset?
Only other people can tell you what your assets are. They're not something you can judge on your own.
Maroda, may I have a word with you?
What?
Have you heard what Klasko's doing these days?
I don't know. Why would I know what he's up to?
I hope he's all right.
I'm sure he's off somewhere gushing about how much he loves his good little Chocobo.
Well, maybe he's closer than we think.
Sacred Mount Gagazet. The permanence of this place is palpable. Care to hear about it? Ah, pity.
This is the life. Relaxing with a Chocobo. I just want to sit here doing nothing. Every time I try to do something, it ends up going wrong. Maybe I can get through life without doing anything at all. Wait for me!
I tell you, sometimes I just don't know what gets into them kids these days, you know? Letting themselves get all bent out of shape up over the tiniest little thing.
Not everyone who gets bent out of shape is a kid, if you know what I mean.
Just whose side are you on, anyway? You're not so young yourself, Missy. About time you started acting your age.
Sid. I bet we could start quite a business here at the Springs.
We'll make a fortune. We can finally rebuild home.
Why build a home the Elbed no longer need?
What in tarnation? So just what have you been saving up all that gil for?
I have decided I want my own home. That is what I am working for now.
Rian.
Listen, Sid. It might be cliche, but times really are changing. Even if you rebuilt home, no one would come. People are too busy looking for a new place to belong. My. It's just no fun all alone.
I guess that's it. I thought something else was gonna happen here, but no, she's just gonna float around. Very slowly. So unless I'm mistaken, that was 15. I may have counted terribly wrong, but I believe that was 15, and I'm gonna run on the assumption that it was in fact 15. And she's despawned, so there you go. Hooray! Now I don't know if the percentage counts having gone to me in High Road, which I have not yet, but theoretically, when we're done with this, we should be at 67.4 apparently. Let me check. Yeah, we should be at 67.4. And I believe I have done everything. View Besaid a bunch of times to view all the scenes. Speak with Bartello. Watch each of Shilinda's interviews, which we have done. We've not done me and High Road. We've done Jose Temple, Guadosalam, Thunder Plains, Makalani Entrance, Makalani Travel, Beaconell. Yeah, I believe we have done everything, except for me and High Road, so we should still be on track for 100%. We are 2/3 of the way through. Should still be on track. However, this video is very long because I've decided to do all the CommSpheres in one go. Before I save and end it though, since it's already pretty long, let's go to the cabin where our chocobos should be hanging out that we caught earlier. I think they should be up here. Not entirely certain where exactly they hang out. It's a heck of an elevator we had there considering we're inside of an airship, but whatever. Chocobos? Chocobos! So there's one there that freaks out at the camera and blocks the entire view every time you want to do something in this place. And she's got two chilling over here. So, you know, now we got a collection of chocobos every which way. Now that I've shown you my glorious hidden chocobo farm in the sky, let's go ahead and head back down to the bridge and then save it. 57 minutes of basically pure CommSphere. And that was most of this chapter. The downside, however, is we're not done with the CommSpheres. So, sorry. But there is other stuff between now and the next bundle of CommSpheres that we're going to be doing. Notably, me and High Road. Which may be its own video, I'm not entirely sure yet, but we shall see. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.